Hello viewers, today we will be looking at how we can cut the perfect armhole. Let's get started. The measurements we need are shoulder to chest measurement, arm side, piece of allowance and stitching allowance. This is a basic bodice pattern. From here you can see I have marked two red lines. The first red line is from the shoulder to the chest. This could even be your bust measurement, whichever you have chosen to mark. And the small line is actually the ease of allowance that you have added when you have taken your measurements. You cannot actually put your body measurements when you are drafting your pattern, otherwise you won't be able to wear the dress you're making. So you will definitely add an ease of allowance. It could be half an inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inch. So whichever you have, whichever measurement you have kept in your pattern, make sure that you consider that when you are drafting your sleeves. This will make sure that you get a perfect armhole. Let's get started with the pattern making. Firstly, fold a paper in half because we will be drafting the back and the front pattern for the sleeves at the same time. So once you have folded, you need to mark a straight line so that we can work according to that straight line. So once you draw the straight line, you need to mark 3 to 3.5 inch down. And you need to straighten this line. Once you straighten this line, you will have to mark your shoulder to chest measurement plus your ease allowance plus your stitching allowance. Leaving the stitching allowance alone, you mark a diagonal line and join them, and then you mark the midpoint of this diagonal line. You can use a French curve or you can freehand. Try to draw lightly the curve resembling a sleeve pattern. We are drawing the back pattern now. It's not crossing the midpoint as you can see, but it actually gently dips when it reaches the midpoint. And then we gently join it towards the ease allowance. Once you are okay with the curve, you can darken it and then mark it. For the front sleeve, this midpoint plays a very important role. You will have to start from the midpoint and then draw a curve upwards and then draw a curve downwards like this. Once you're okay, then you can darken your shade. Now according to the length, keep the length and then you can draw in the sleeve open. Mark the sleeve open plus your stitching allowance and then join to the top like this. If you want a really fitted sleeve, you can actually use a curve ruler and give a slight curve while joining it. Now the pattern is almost ready. about half an inch of stitching allowance to the back and to the front curves. Just draw a dotted line will do. Now we are going to cut the back portion of the sleeves. Cut according to the dotted lines of seam allowance you have just added. Now mark the notch in the middle. Now we are going to cut the front portion of the sleeve. Cut along the dotted line of half-inch seam allowance you have given for the front portion of the sleeve. Now the pattern for our sleeves is ready. This will be a perfect cutting, so you can use your arm size measurement and check along the curve of the sleeve pattern, and you will see that you will have a perfect sleeve pattern that is ready. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe for more videos. Thank you so much for watching.